So the question that Lynn asked me was, I get confused about all the different steps that I'm supposed to take in order to get new brides to notice me. So she asked me what was the most important thing that I thought that any new officiant could do, or any officiant should start off with in order to get noticed by brides. And so I just want to preface that with a little bit of a story. So when I left being um, a church minister, I was talking with another professional. He was a cake maker, and he said, you have to find something that makes you different from everybody else. Because he said, I'm a cake maker, and there's a ton of cake makers here that are appealing to different couples. So he says, one of the things that I do is I provide these really nice cupcakes for free as a bonus for hiring me. So one of the things I thought about was, I'm in politics. No, that's not going to attract anybody. I had a very liberal background as far as religion goes, and that might be something. But there were other officiants that were that way in, where I practiced being an officiant. So what was it that was really different about me? What were my passions? What were the things that I was really involved in? What did I like? What were some of the hobbies that I had? Or what did I do with my free time? All those kinds of things. And then how could I frame that in a way that would make it appealing to somebody else? I came up with a few ideas that really struck me as unique. So how could I then take those ideas and make it seem like it was something that would be appealing and helpful to another couple? And what I came up with was that I love animals. And I know that there's a lot of other people who love animals. And then the question was, how do I make my love for animals seem like something that is going to appeal and draw new couples to me? And what I ended up doing was I donate to an animal rescue organization in honor of my couple. But the way that I phrase that is that I believe that when a couple gets married, their love makes the world a better place. Anytime people commit to love and really, emphasize love in their lives for each other, that's a big deal. And so what I say, and I mean this, is that your love not only makes the world a better place for each other and for your family and your friends, but it makes the world a better place for animals. And consequently, I get a lot of animal lovers, and it's one of the first conversations that we have when I'm interviewing them or when I'm giving my, hire me as your officiant pitch. I will talk about the fact that I donate to an animal rescue organization in honor of their wedding. So let's just say that one of the skills that you have besides being an officiant is that you're a good planner. What you can do to make that skill that you have something that benefits your couple, but you might tell a story about how you worked through a difficult situation with a couple. And when I was thinking of this, I thought of that commercial for, I think is it State Farm? No, it's not State Farm. It's one of the insurance companies, and they show all these like odd things that happened, and they say, if it can happen, we can handle it, or something like that. You know which one I'm talking about? Anyway, it's that kind of a thing, is to set yourself up as a person who can handle unusual happenings that might go on in a ceremony, so that this helps people to know, like, and trust you. Or maybe let's say that you love golf. You're the kind of person who golf until the cows come home. How in the world can your loving golf benefit your couple, you might ask me. So you could say something like, to the effect like, for every round of golf that you play in the coming year, that you're going to put $1 in a jar, and then at the end of that year you're going to take whatever is in the jar and you're going to donate it to a school so that they can buy uniforms for the music team. So it's always about taking whatever your passion is, whatever you're good at, whatever you love to do, and find a way to phrase that so that it makes it a benefit for the couple. So it's not, so we don't want you to come off as saying, hey, I do this, but I do that. This is something that I do that helps you to get more benefit, that makes you look good, makes you feel good. Because I guarantee you, like in my instance, people love the fact that I donate to an animal rescue organization. That is an answer. I hope that was helpful for you, Lynn. Does anybody else have a question that I can answer for you today? I put together a form that will help you to determine what you can use to make the most out of what you're passionate about, what you like or something, so that you can determine that one thing that will make you stand out from all of the other officiants that are available. So there's a cheat sheet. And then I did a video about this, I think it was almost 2 years ago. So I put the link to both of those in the description. Okay, so you can check those out. When there are 500,000 new officiants being ordained annually, the market is just going to get more and more crowded. And we don't want to get into things where we're trying to be better than or crowd anybody else out, but we want to build ourselves up so that we stand out. And stand out in a really loving and skilled way. So, and the other thing that some of you guys can do, if you've taken the Ready, Willing, and Able course, you can also say that you continue your education so that you are better informed. One of the other things that you can also do is that you can provide new materials for your couple, because that's another thing that I do. Is I provide things for my couples to help make their planning process as easy as possible. So a lot of those things that are in the Ready, Willing, and Able Officiant Prep Program, you can take those, put your own logo on there, and provide them to your couples as a bonus, as something that makes their process easier. I mean, all of those kinds of things, because it's gonna help you to also find the particular kinds of people who want what you offer. So because I was ordained in seminary, I get a lot of people who assume that I'm religious, and I am not. I am able to appeal to people who are more spiritually oriented or who are just science-based. I'm fine with that. Or who are secular, they don't want religion. And so that's another special thing, that people may be looking for somebody who's religious or somebody who isn't. So you might want to also highlight that at some point. But pick one thing that you're going to emphasize, and it will be in whatever it is that you say to your couples when you first start to talk to them. Or you post it on your Facebook page or wherever, so that people see that right off, and then that will encourage them to investigate further who you are. You don't make them work too hard to find out what's really cool about you. Okay, make that prominent. So, okay, all right. So I think that's it. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining, and bye.